Hello once again everyone, ArcLad here, and welcome back to some more random play of Dragon Lapis. So I thought I'd go ahead and try to continue the story just a little bit further, since we've not even really begun to start, as it were. Since there's still something more to develop from a simple visit with a royal pain visiting a village when something interesting should be happening. But it won't happen unless we continue, so without further ado, let's continue the trek. Right, so when we last left off, we just had dinner with the royal advisor, I suppose, and his escort. So he's wanting us to think about the bribe, I'm using air quotes here, and to consider doing so in order to get a good review, I suppose, as it were, for the village. So, in the meantime, we're going to head back to the sanctuary. And there's Iria.
What is it, Lucas? You do not look well. If only I were able to use healing magic, I could do something to help.
Once again, she's worried.
Is there perhaps something bothering you? The goddess gives us trials from time to time in order to strengthen us. However, that is also proof of the fact she believes we can overcome them. That is why there is nothing to fear, as she is always nearby to watch over and bless us.
Okay, so actually, it wasn't the sanctuary I need to go to. I think I just need to go back to his house, which I think is this one here. That escort who brought the official from the royal city looks so unreliable. Hope the official will be okay. Right. Okay, so yeah, I had to come back. We had to come back home, and we're gonna be resting up. Meanwhile, later that night, suddenly,
are you awake, Lucas?
What's going on?
Monsters! They've attacked the village! And a whole ton of them at that!
Oh boy.
Wait, where's Hogart? I haven't seen him anywhere. Coward must have run off to save his own skin.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh. A fellow villager. Uh-oh.
Lucas, monsters have flooded into the village. Hey, are you alright? The rest of the villagers fled to the chapel. You have to help them.
And he's dead. Oh boy.
Wait, where do you think you're going? Don't tell me to the chapel.
Well, duh.
Count me out. I'm sorry, but I didn't sign up to work for free.
Melvin, come on, bruh. We got a crisis going on. Fine, be that way. Alright, to the chapel. Ooh, they done tore this place apart. Holy crap. Let's see, everybody went to the chapel.
Hey, wait! On second thought, could I get you to take me with you?
Thinking about it now, my employer disappeared without paying me my due wage. I know this sounds pathetic and all, but if I don't help you save this village and get a reward, I'll go home empty-handed. That's why starting now, you're going to be my new employer. Now let's get to work. Right. Whatever you say, buddy. Everybody's dying left and right, and the only thing you can worry about is money.
Are we too late?
Ah! Oh, Iria. Uh-oh. Get away from her.
Miss!
Oh. Ow. Ow. This muscle's just a little bit too strong. Aria's scared out of her mind. What do we do? What do we do?
Smack.
This one looks like a mean bugger if I've ever seen one.
Oh. Healing?
Or is that...
How dare an inferior creature like you hurt my beautiful body? What?
Miss? Oh. Who is this?
But thanks to it, the power that's long slumbered within me has finally awoken after 1,000 years. Now here's your reward. Take this!
Whoa! You just one-shotted him. What was that just now? Are you alright, Aria?
Who do you think you're asking that question to? Of course I am! The real issue here is whether or not you're the actual descendant of Alaric. From looks alone, you're pretty scrawny.
Who is Alaric? See that hero, supposedly, that vanquished the dragons 1,000 years ago? Is that what his name was? Okay. Would have been nice to know that sooner.
Anyway, we'll sort out the details later. We have company.
What? Sniffs the air.
My nose tells me this monster is the minion of none other than the silver dragon, Ishtar.
What? How can you know that?
But not to worry, with my powers having been awakened, you should now be able to use skills yourself.
Really?
Now what do you say we unload them on this one?
Okay, I guess? I need a second to think, so I can take all this in. We don't have a second. Lucas can now use skills. Oh, boss time. Or, looks like a regular enemy. Okay, so, now we have Iria in the fight and Melvin in the fight. Now let's see what Iria can do. So Iria has a skill known as Magical Shot, deals damage. So we're going to give that a test run. See how well that goes. Ooh, that nearly one-shotted him. Let's see, Melvin has Continuous Slash. Well, that'll work, I suppose. Victory! Didn't quite see what Lucas can do, but that'll come later. Got some Magastones.
And that's all there is to it. Huh? What's the matter, Lucas?
Is this a dream? Is this... I'm gonna say that. Is this a dream?
Maybe you should ask yourself whether I'm a dream or not.
I'm gonna say not.
Now shrink in fear before me, humans. My name is the Gold Dragon, Irielina, Falker Jabberwock. Alright. In other words, the Gold Dragon that rampaged across the world 1,000 years ago.
Oh, really now? You? Don't kid yourself thinking a petite girl like you could plunge the entire world into a state of fear.
I'm not.
Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, that fist to the gut really got me good. Forget about this bum and let's go see the statue of the goddess in the village square, Lucas. Okay.
As I thought, the Dragon Lapis has been stolen from inside it. Which also proves the monsters that attacked the village were minions of Ishtar. Perhaps they were also seeking my life as the Gold Dragon and yours as the descendant of Alaric.
Is it Alaric or Alaric? Or Alaric? Alaric? I'm gonna say Alaric. First is the Gold Dragon and now the Silver Dragon? And if that wasn't enough, we've got Lucas here, who's the descendant of the hero Alaric too? I'm already saying it wrong. He may not have realized it himself, but he's without a doubt the descendant of the man who sealed my powers away. Oh boy. 1,000 years ago, the Silver Dragon and I fought against Alaric and lost. Then, sacrificing his own powers, he changed us into human form and sealed our powers away in the Dragon Lapis. Okay. After that, I began traveling the world in search of those stones and members of his lineage. Upon finding Lucas, I disguised myself as a sister to get close to him and waited for my chance to break the seal. Then what you're saying is you were pretending to be that adorable woman of the cloth this whole time? Hee, that's right. The reason Lucas couldn't use my skills all this time is because his powers were being used to suppress mine. But he didn't know skills. But despite the fact that I was able to get close to him posing as a sister, I still couldn't figure out how to break the seal. That is, until we were attacked by that monster and the blood within our veins awakened our powers to protect us. Oh, right. So what you're saying is, it was like your instincts kicking in? But then, wouldn't that mean the seal placed on you by Alaric 1,000 years ago is now broken? Yikes! So, do you plan to take over the world? That would be interesting now, wouldn't it? Except for the fact I have no interest in ruling this world whatsoever. Oh, that's good. When in fact, all I wanted was to test my mettle against the strongest of the strong. But 1,000 years ago, your ancestor got in my way. That's why this time, I'm going to finish my fight with Ishtar. Oh, okay. Let me get this straight. Are you also saying she may have met one of Alaric's descendants and broken her seal? Isn't it obvious? Her being able to control monsters is proof of that. Proof of the fact. Perhaps her motive was to obtain the Dragon Lapis and regain her lost powers like me. But instead, to use them to try to take over the world again. 2 dragons with one bent on controlling the world and the legendary hero? This is hard to wrap my head around. What do you think, Lucas? I'm of the opinion we should head to the royal city first and inform the king. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Good call. The world sounds like it's in serious trouble, so the king should help us round up some strong companions. Ha! I'm plenty enough to handle whatever comes our way. Even so, Ishtar does have the ability to control monsters. That's why we should leave them to this king of yours and track down my arch-nemesis and the Dragon Lapis themselves. Also, due to the seal that was placed by your ancestor 1,000 years ago, you and I are now connected. In other words, if we split up, we won't be able to use our skills any longer. Oh, well, I suppose that makes sense. Somewhat. But if we can get our hands on those Dragon Lapis, we'll be able to regain our original powers. On the other hand, if you croak before I get back my powers sealed in the stones, it'll be a huge problem. That's why this battle expert you're looking at is going to give you just the training you'll need. Well, then I wish you two the best of luck protecting this world of ours. And just where do you think you're going? Aren't you going to fight with us? Oh, give me a break. If you head back to the royal city, there are countless knights better suited for the job. This is hardly the place for a guy like me who has nothing to contribute. Really? Now I wish you luck in your travels and pray for your success. As to me, he's just hoping to... he doesn't see any money yet, but I think he's just being a wee bit cowardly. But oh well. It appears to be just the two of us then, doesn't it? Let's go visit the royal city and see what we can figure out. Meanwhile... Oh, that must be the Dragon Lapis that demon picked up. We have obtained a Dragon Lapis, my lord. Ishtar, I believe those two may try to thwart our efforts to take this kingdom. Kill them before they become a threat. Yes, my lord. So we have learned jobs, warrior and priest. So We can take on, on the, I think it's the job classes, different job classes that you get in this game. Looks like we got some EP from the battle with that last monster. Using it, we can unlock our growth plates and become even stronger. So, now we can pretty much unlock different abilities using the power of E points, which you usually get throughout the battle. So here's a quick lesson on growth plates. Let's see. Show potential parameters, skills for characters. Let's use to unlock them. But you learn about leveling up, completing missions, or defeating metal monsters. Let's see. Unlock your growth plates. Stuff. Blah blah blah. Use select parameters. Even can be unlocked. Okay, we got it. So yeah, this is probably where I'm going to cut this recording, cut this episode for today. So I'm going to do a little bit of training, since we've got new abilities, and possibly get some new gear for the roads ahead. And when we come back next time on Dragon Lapis, we'll be making our way through the cave to the south once again, making our way to the Royal City. And I think there's going to be a lot more to explore compared to what we did before, just for that stupid escort mission. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please let me know in the comments below what you liked about it. Your feedback is appreciated. Like, fave, subscribe, all that happy stuff. I don't know what I was about to say, happy horse stuff. But yeah, so take care, and I might continue this later on. So take care, guys, and as always, keep on gaming. Peace out.